In a world where leaders fall to greed, where democracy is bought and sold, and where Africa's dreams are too often delayed by foreign hands, a young man in military uniform has stepped forward. His name, Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
My name is Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I do not speak with the polish of career diplomats.
Some call him a revolutionary. Others, a dictator in disguise. But across Africa, many are calling him something else, the man reviving Nelson Mandela's legacy. But who is he really? What does he believe in? Why has this 36-year-old soldier become the face of African resistance? And is he the hope Africa has been waiting for, or just another chapter in a tragic cycle? Let's find out. Chapter 1. Roots in a Land of Resistance. Burkina Faso, formerly known as Upper Volta, is a land with a deep revolutionary spirit. In the 1980s, it gave birth to one of Africa's most iconic and beloved figures, Thomas Sankara. The African Che Guevara, Sankara was a fiery, fearless leader who led with humility, honesty, and vision. He changed the country's name from Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, meaning land of incorruptible people.
Burkina Faso and the whole of Africa is waking up. And when we wake, we do not ask for permission to breathe.
He rejected foreign aid with strings attached, promoted women's rights, planted millions of trees, and refused to be a puppet of the West. But in 1987, Sankara was assassinated in a coup widely believed to have been backed by foreign powers. His dream was killed, but not forgotten. Fast forward to 1988, just a year later. Ibrahim Traoré is born. Some say destiny was already writing his story. Raised in modest surroundings, Traoré didn't grow up with wealth or privilege. He walked dusty roads to school. He saw the effects of poverty. He saw the dreams of a free Burkina Faso crumble under corrupt governments and foreign interference. But he also saw the flame of Sankara's revolution still burning in the hearts of the people. Chapter 2. From student to soldier, Traoré wasn't born into the military. He earned his way there. As a young man, he studied earth and environmental sciences at the University of Ouagadougou. He was passionate about nature, resources, and the science of soil and minerals, topics crucial to a country like Burkina Faso, rich in gold, yet crippled by poverty. But the classroom wasn't enough. He joined the military in 2010, quickly rising through the ranks due to his discipline, intelligence, and leadership. He served on the front lines in northern Burkina Faso, where Islamist militants had begun spreading terror. There, he saw the reality. Young men with no jobs or hope were joining extremist groups. Villages were burned, schools were shut down, women and children were fleeing for their lives, and yet, those in power were doing nothing. Chapter 3. A second coup, a second chance. In January 2022, a coup led by Lieutenant Colonel Damiba overthrew President Roch Kabore. The people hoped for change. But within months, it became clear nothing had changed. Attacks increased, corruption remained. The military was still under-equipped, and some accused Damiba of cozying up to the very powers that had kept Burkina Faso weak. And so, in September 2022, Ibrahim Traoré, just 34 years old, led another coup. This time, the people didn't protest, they celebrated. Why? Because this coup didn't feel like a power grab, it felt like a correction. Traoré promised not riches, not long rule, but security, sovereignty, and service. He appeared in plain fatigues, no golden sashes, No presidential palace tours, just a soldier with a mission. Chapter 4. Declaring independence from invisible chains. Africa is free on paper, but not always in reality. Burkina Faso, like many former colonies, still used the CFA franc, a currency controlled by France. Its gold mines were operated by foreign companies. Its policies were often shaped by external donors. Traoré had a message.
My name is Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I do not speak with the polish of career diplomats. I speak from the battlefield where my people bleed and the soil remembers. I speak for a nation that has long been treated like a debtor's prison. And today I speak directly to the International Monetary Fund, not with trembling hands, but with a voice rooted in centuries of African pain and now African awakening.
He expelled French troops, accusing them of failure and interference. He turned instead to Russia, Turkey, and regional African partners. And for the first time in years, an African leader said openly, "Our destiny will no longer be decided in Paris." Western media called him a threat to democracy. But on the streets of Ouagadougou, Mali, Niger, even Senegal and Congo, people called him a true son of Africa. Chapter 5. Reviving the Spirit of Mandela and Sankara. Now, let's talk about Nelson Mandela. Mandela spent 27 years in prison fighting apartheid. He emerged not seeking revenge, but peace, unity, and dignity for all South Africans. He gave his life to end racial oppression. So how can a military leader like Traoré be compared to a peacemaker like Mandela? Because their missions, at heart, are similar: to reclaim dignity, to break injustice, to build an Africa that rules itself, feeds itself, and respects itself. Like Mandela, Traoré speaks not just to his people, but to the soul of the continent. Like Sankara, he refuses luxury, shuns corruption, and tells the youth, "You are the solution, not the problem." Chapter 6. A Continent Rising. Traoré is not alone. In Mali, Niger, and Guinea, new leaders are also rejecting old alliances. They've formed a new alliance, the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, a military and economic bloc that refuses to be ruled by outside interests. These young leaders, many under 40, are Pan-Africanists. They speak of creating a new currency, of building joint defense systems, of controlling their own natural resources, and Traoré is at the center of this storm. His face is painted on murals. His quotes are printed on shirts. In African markets, some even call him the new Sankara. Chapter 7. Praise and Criticism. But not everyone is convinced. Human rights groups have raised concerns over press freedom. Some worry that the military-led government could extend its rule indefinitely. Others warn that cozying up to Russia may lead to new forms of dependence. And still, terrorism remains a grave threat. Thousands remain displaced. Schools are still under attack. Can Traoré keep his promises? Even Mandela faced criticism in his time. The real question is not whether Traoré is perfect, but whether he is different. And so far, he is. Chapter 8. Symbol of a New Generation. For the African youth, Traoré represents something they've long been denied: hope. Hope that leadership can be honest. Hope that sovereignty isn't just a slogan. Hope that a 36-year-old man, born in poverty, raised in war, can rise not as a tyrant, but as a servant of the people. Whether he succeeds or fails, he has already started something bigger than himself. So who is Ibrahim Traoré? The world is watching, the people are hoping, and history is listening. Let us not only ask whether Traoré will revive Mandela's legacy. If this story moved you, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment.